What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be talking all about the sound that my Supra makes. So this is my A90 2020 Toyota GR Supra, obviously, and I think my exhaust setup is probably the loudest you can get without being annoying and without being just full of drone and rasp. So this has an A90 Garage Catless Downpipe and then the AWE resonated touring exhaust system. Now that exhaust has mufflers in the back and resonators in the center, really to tone down the rasp and the drone and all that annoying stuff. So this is a straight pipe vehicle. Of course, you guys have seen the tune videos. We're up to 560 wheel torque with 450 wheel horsepower. Thing is freaking fast. This is GTR level performance. We're gonna race them soon, I promise. But we're gonna talk all about the sounds, because if you want a straight pipe car, that'll give you the most power when tuned, and you obviously probably don't want it to be annoying and raspy and drony. I certainly don't. I can't handle that. It's super annoying. But I think this sounds epic, so let's hop in it and see why it sounds so good. Alright, so in the car, sport mode on. Yeah, it makes some good noises, that's for sure. So already, as far as cold start goes, I know a lot of people are probably wondering about that. It's pretty loud. It makes a lot of noise when you first do the initial startup in the morning. No hiding that. But the car itself does a cold start, meaning it idles higher just to warm everything up. So you're going to experience that. After 30 seconds or so, it does tone down nicely, and it idles pretty quiet, and you really don't hear anything. So right now, just slowly accelerating. You know, it wasn't annoyingly loud or anything like that. Let me put on cruise control at 50 miles an hour now. So this is cruising, we're in 8th gear. No drone, I can whisper to you guys, I can talk very quietly, you can hear my passenger, no big deal. And that is what I love. That's why I went with the touring resonated exhaust, because I knew those extra little resonators are just gonna tone down the rasp. So with this, it is sounding epic. I'm really happy with it. And the cool thing that I like, the more you're on the car, the louder it gets. So now that we're in sport mode, of course the downshifts gives you all those crazy pops. That's all with the tuning. So any exhaust is gonna do that. And when you're under boost, that is when you feel and hear the sound. Yeah, now we got some noises. So is it quiet? No, it is not quiet when you are hitting boost. But the good thing is, it's not an annoying loud car, and that's one thing. I don't like just loud cars. I think that's annoying, it's childish, it just drives me crazy. When you have a loud car, it just sounds crappy. It sounds like a little rice rocket or something. This, the AWE, when I first bought it, I was really impressed with just the tone it gives you. And for me, that's all I want. I don't want a loud car. I don't really care if it's loud. I want a good performance, aggressive tone. And with this exhaust, it absolutely gave me the tone. And when I had originally talked with AWE, I said, I'm gonna end up straight piping it, you know, tuning all that stuff. They said, get the resonators, that way it won't be raspy or annoying. And absolutely, that is doing it. With the A90 Garage Downpipe, no cat, it's just a pipe, a metal piece of metal. And as you're finding, there's no drone. And then back to slowly accelerating. It's not like it's quiet. Those are under 3,000 RPM. You can hear it. There is drone at that point where you feel the bass, you hear the bass, but it's not an annoying level to where it actually is in your head. And for me, that's something that I just am not going to deal with. So once again, we're back up to about 55 now, and on cruise control, even going up a little hill right now, and then back to flat, nothing. So I will say, if you want just a really good performance tone for your exhaust, I would absolutely get the setup that I have. It just sounds good. I know there's some people who will just completely straight pipe it all the way back, no resonators, no mufflers. All the power to you. For me, that's gonna be way too loud. I'm sure that's kind of annoying sounding. And then the people who just do a downpipe with the stock exhaust, I don't think that honestly sounds too good. I don't think the stock muffler gives this car the aggressive tone it deserves. It kind of sounds like a tin can, I think, when you just do a downpipe. And again, that's all objective. If you like it, go for it. I don't really care. But for me, I think it sounds kind of bad. And this car, I just think, with any performance car in general, when you have the sound that backs up the power, that just makes it even better. Like this car with the full map, let me take it off of cruise real quick. So in the full map, which I wasn't even, wow, full map right now we're in, I mean, this is when we just get ridiculous power. You want it to sound as aggressive as it is. And that sound is that. It's just, wow, it does remind me a little bit of the GTR, which I love. And when this was on the dyno, it literally sounded like the GTR. It's definitely different, not as deep, I would say, being that we do have a smaller displacing engine, but it sounds really, really good. I'm definitely liking it. And then pairing the exhaust with the intake, I have the MST intake. I am really impressed with how good that sounds. It's a metal pipe, and then we have the metal heat shield and everything, and that really lets you hear all of those turbo noises. The slow speed accelerating, when you hear the boost, you can totally hear just the induction noise. We'll do a slow, low RPM acceleration. Oh, I love that type of noise. It's just so... Oh, every turbo car, they need to sound like that. And when you let off the gas under full boost, oh, the exhaling of it just sounds so epic. And a lot of people obviously ask me all the time, you know, what the best sound way to go is for the car. How should I make it sound good? Parts I have, I'm really happy with them. You know, no one's paying me to say that or anything, but you know, I like recommending what I have. And that was traction control limiting me. I keep forgetting to put it into the sport mode traction, because with this torque, it has a lot. We're 86 degrees out, so you have pretty good traction, but definitely need to put it in the sport mode. Let's do that again. Oh my gosh, I just can't believe it. And I love, and I said this when I first did the AWE, the shifts, like when it pops in between shifts, the stock tuning, it kicks you in the back like just a little bit, and it was a nice little subtle touch. Now with the tuning, the transmission is more aggressive in sport mode, and now every shift like nails you in the back, and because you have so much more power, it literally kicks you, and it just adds to so much of the drama. And then given the added sound with the downpipe, like you feel the sound, you hear the sound, and it just rips. Now, some people have asked me about gas mileage. I honestly don't really care about the gas mileage. I don't drive that far when I do drive. I work from home half the time. But if I scroll through my MPG, oh wow. I was at 26.5 last week. Now I'm at 23.9. So it has definitely gone down, but I did just do all my exhaust videos, so that was back-to-back 0 to 80 tests. So that's probably not exactly accurate right now, but I'm still getting like 26 miles per gallon. That's what I got on my drive home after tuning. So you're not gonna notice a decrease in gas mileage due to the tuning. Even with my GTR, after I did the fuel injectors and straight pipe, I actually got better gas mileage. I got 17.5 versus 17. So I don't think you're gonna notice that. You will notice a massive decrease in gas mileage because of you though, because your right foot will get heavy. Clearly that's happening to me right now, and has been happening to me for the last 206 miles to be exact. So yeah. But anyway, with all that said, oh man, yeah. So anyway, with all that, I made some videos, of course, on the tuning, my review, my reaction, the dynoing, the installations of all these parts, of course, are on our channel. So now this is kind of the final video of, I guess, the whole series of tuning the car, straight piping it. I am genuinely impressed with the capabilities the A90 Supra now has to offer. It went from a really nice, fast car. I was kind of like, you know, it's almost as much as my GTR, and yet it's nowhere near as fun. And now it's on the level of almost the same kind of car, still cheaper, which is a plus, but now almost has that kind of power, and given its rear-wheel drive and has more usable torque, this has a whole different dynamic that has woken up the car, and I'm enjoying it a heck of a lot more now. I still need to race the two cars. That's kind of the final one, you know, to see how they are back to back, because the GTR destroys this when this was stock. So I'm excited to see how that'll do. And then, of course, you guys have been saying it too, I need to race the C8 Corvette again. So with all that said, I think that's about going to wrap it up for today's video. Wow, that was 20 to 70. Yeah, A90 Supra, this is a car that is, oh wow, I've used a lot of gas. I was at 3/4 of a tank, now I'm at 1/4 of a tank in 20 miles. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is a car that is exceeding expectations again. It was exceeding expectations in the beginning when first people were ever tuning it, and now it's another level up. I'm impressed. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button if you like this kind of video. But I will see you guys next video.